Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're going to do this octagon tessellation by construction. So if you look at this tessellation, we've got an octagon in the middle, and then attached to the side we've got another octagon with equilateral triangles inside. Okay, 8 of them. And these squares should happen automatically in between the octagons. So we're going to make an octagon, and another octagon, and then the equilateral triangles, and we should be able to make this tessellation. So we're going to start with an octagon, which we're going to make inside of a circle. So you can start maybe in the middle of the page with a dot for the center of your circle that you're going to make. And I'm going to use a distance of 2.5 so that I can fit in a few octagons on the page. Okay, if I use 2.5, my page is 21 centimeters wide, so I should be able to fit in about 4 octagons altogether. All I need is 3, I think. Okay, so I'm going to make my 2.5 centimeter radius circle there. And to make an octagon, we're going to make a diameter, and then we're going to make a perpendicular bisector. That makes a square, then we make another square, we've got an octagon. So you open up more than a radius. I use a lot more than a radius, so my marks are outside of the circle and easy to erase. So that will make a perpendicular bisector, and that's going to be a right angle, so we make a square with that, but we want 8 points. So we're going to turn 4 into 8 by bisecting these angles. I'm going to use a little bit more than a radius to bisect. And therefore that will make a angle bisector here. And that's the bisector. And do the same thing over here. Okay, oops. Try that again. Okay. So that will bisect right there. Okay. And I can erase those now, so I don't need those. And we want to make an octagon, so we're going to connect these lines here to the sides of the octagon. Okay. And you can erase the circular bits on the outside. And now we've got a regular octagon. All sides are equal. Okay, remember they're not equal to the radius as in the hexagon, so we're going to have to be constantly changing distances. We've got one distance called the radius, one distance called the side length. Those are the 2 compass lengths we're going to keep using. Okay, so we have to change between them both, so don't get confused. Pay close attention to which distance I'm using each time. Right now we're going to make another octagon over here, and we're going to need to use the radius to find the center of that octagon. So I open up to the radius distance, okay, not the side length distance. And if I notice that this distance is the radius, and it should have the same distance over here in this octagon. Oops, compass slipped. Okay, so right there should be the center of the other octagon. So I'm going to actually draw a circle around there. Okay, that's a circle for my second octagon. And we don't need to do the whole same procedure as before. We can just look now, we can look at the side length. We can use the side length to make our octagon. Okay, because this should be the same side lengths in this octagon. Alright, so I should be able to have 8 points right around if I do this. And it should match up closely at the end, and I've got 8 points. I can draw my octagon. Okay, so there's my octagon. Maybe start erasing some things here. You can keep it hollow and color the whole thing, or make some other pattern, or do it like this and color color the triangles a different color or something like that. Actually, in our design that we're trying to recreate, we've got one hollow one in the middle, and then we've got these equilateral triangles in the other octagon. So let's do that right now. We're going to make equilateral triangles inside this one. I'm going to erase that marking in the middle. So equilateral triangles are going to have the same, okay, we got this correct distance because they're all going to have that side length. So I'm going to do like that, like that. And we've got a triangle with 3 side lengths equal, which means it's an equilateral triangle. Okay. And you got to do that on all 8 sides of your octagon. So I didn't even draw in the side of that octagon. Okay. See, I can do all the markings at one time, maybe, and then draw in the. Oh, kind of messed myself up there. Let me see. There's equilateral triangle, equilateral triangle. What do I have done here? I think I got them in the wrong spot. I don't have one right there. Oh. Okay, let me start over here and see if we can all meet up. Okay. So you just do this procedure over and over again. And that's what you get. Okay, if you already know how to do this, you can fast forward the podcast to where I am finished the star in the middle. And you can see what I do next. Okay, actually next I might just color this thing. Alright. Almost done. One more triangle. Oh, I think I've already got the markings done for that one. Okay, so you can try to erase the bit in the middle, all the marks in the middle here, all the arcs. And there you go. You can color it how you want, maybe. You can do one color or alternate colors. Be artistic with it. Okay, I got one more important tip coming up. So you can leave this blank or do some other kind of pattern. But it's important now that when you go on to do more and more of these octagons, okay, now right now I'm not going to need to use the radius, okay, but I would recommend, this is very important, I would recommend using the original radius and the original side length every single time you make a new octagon, okay, because this radius and side length might have a small inaccuracy, and then the inaccuracies get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's not even going to look like octagons anymore. So you need to use, or you should use, the original side length and the original radius to make your new hexagon, okay, or octagon. So we're going to do that. We're going to measure that radius, and then you can make your octagon. Now don't make your octagon over here. Another thing here. You want a square in the middle. So you're going to make your octagon right here at this side, and then you'll have a square in the middle of your 4 octagons, okay? So you do that, make a circle, then you'll have an octagon here, and then you can go over here as well. Get the center, okay? Then a circle, so you're going to have an octagon here, and you will get a square in the middle. You can color that a different color or whatever, and you just keep on going with the tessellation again and again and again, over and over again.